I think we've reached peak Silicon Valley weirdness. A few weeks ago, I am sitting at a cafe, and I look over, and someone is talking to their laptop like it as a person. They say, "Hey, summarize this article," and the laptop says, "Sure thing, pal, here's a quick summary of that article you wanted." Then they go, "Okay, write a haiku about how good this coffee is." And then the laptop writes a haiku about how good the coffee is. I'm like, wait, am I in the Twilight Zone? This is now a thing you can actually do. And if you ask me, it is the best example of what the most ambitious consumer product to come out since ChatGPT is doing, which is Microsoft Copilot. It is the culmination of a decade of artificial intelligence research at Microsoft and OpenAI, powered by the latest GPT-4o and DALL-E 3 models. And it's not just a chatbot or virtual assistant. It's an all-in-one super tool that can help you draft emails in Outlook, build presentations in Power, analyze spreadsheets in Excel, generate images in Word, and so much more. It is basically the digital equivalent of having a personal assistant, coworker, and creativity partner all rolled into one. And that's why I think it's the most exciting and potentially disruptive consumer technology right now. But it's not free. There are different tiers of Copilot, and there are real trade-offs in terms of pricing and capabilities. So let me walk you through everything you need to know about Copilot Free versus Pro versus Enterprise and how it compares with other AI tools on the market like Google, Gemini, or Meta. Let us start by defining what Copilot actually is. Because it's kind of like a bouquet of different AI tools bundled together into one experience. It's part chatbot, part virtual assistant, part image generator, part code writing sidekick, and part content idea machine. You can use it to get answers to questions, generate different kinds of creative text formats like poems or scripts, translate languages, summarize text, write emails or messages, generate ideas for content, troubleshoot code, debug applications, and much more. Essentially, it's like having a super smart coworker who can help you with almost any task that involves language or creativity. And unlike many other AI tools, it's not just for Microsoft 365 users. It's also in Windows 11 Edge, Bing, and even apps like WhatsApp and Telegram, so you can access it from almost any device or platform that you use. What's really cool about it, though, is how seamlessly it integrates into Microsoft's entire ecosystem. For example, if you use it in Word, it can generate images based on your text or suggest changes to your paragraphs with just a few clicks. Or if you use it in PowerPoint, it can help you create layouts, find assets, generate captions, and even give you feedback on your design choices. The possibilities are endless, and they keep expanding as Microsoft adds new features and capabilities. One of the newest features is Copilot Premium 8, which lets you access additional models and functionalities from within the Copilot interface. For example, you can use the Poly model to get sentiment analysis and tone suggestions for your writing, or the Sydney model to get more factual and comprehensive answers to your queries. You can also use the Code Interpreter model to analyze and manipulate data in code, or the Image Generator model to create visuals based on your prompts. These add-ons are not available in the free version, but they are included in the Pro and Enterprise plans. Another new feature is Copilot for Teams, which brings Copilot's generative AI capabilities to Microsoft Teams. With this, you can use voice and video with Copilot in meetings and chats. You can also generate captions and translations on the fly during calls and leverage content suggestions for your next team presentation. This feature is only available for customers who have both Copilot and Microsoft 365 E5 licenses. Now, before we move on, I want to tell you about something that might sound crazy, but is actually very simple. It's a website called Shortform, which is my go-to place for getting summaries of books, articles, and even podcasts. It is a great way to learn about new topics or catch up on ones you've been meaning to read. It's also perfect for people who have ADHD or dyslexia like me, making reading easier and faster than ever. Alright, back to Copilot. One of the things that sets Copilot apart from other AI tools is its integration with Microsoft's vast array of products and services. For example, it can access your calendar in Outlook, your files in OneDrive, your contacts in LinkedIn, and so on. This means that you don't have to manually copy and paste information into it. It can pull relevant details directly from your accounts. It also means that you can use it to manage your tasks and appointments, generate insights from your data, and connect with your colleagues more efficiently. However, this level of integration raises some privacy concerns, as Copilot has access to your sensitive information. That's why Microsoft claims to prioritize security and compliance, and gives you options to control what data Copilot can see and use. They also say that Copilot processes your data locally whenever possible and encrypts your data when it needs to access it in the cloud. But these assurances do not really tell us much about how secure your data is or how much of it Copilot actually needs to function. If you want to know more about this aspect of Copilot, you can check out our previous video where we dive deeper into the privacy implications of Copilot. Now let us talk about the differences between the various versions of Copilot. because there are quite a few, and they can be confusing. First of all, there is Copilot Free, which is the most basic version that comes with a limited set of features and capabilities. For example, you can only use it for text-based tasks, such as writing, summarizing, or translating. You can't use it for image-based tasks, such as generating or editing images. You also can't use it for code-based tasks, such as writing or debugging code. Additionally, it has limits on the length and complexity of your inputs and outputs. If you exceed those limits, you'll get an error message and won't be able to get a response. Then there is Copilot Pro, which is a paid plan that costs $20 per month and gives you access to more features and capabilities. For example, you can use it for all the things you could do with the free version. Plus, you can use it for image-based tasks, code-based tasks, and audio-based tasks, such as generating or editing audio clips. You also get priority support and early access to new features. Lastly, there is Copilot Enterprise, which is a custom plan that is designed for businesses and organizations. It offers all the features and capabilities of the Pro plan. Plus, it gives you more control over governance, compliance, and security. It also lets you integrate Copilot with your existing systems and workflows and customize it to your specific needs. The main difference between Pro and Enterprise is that Enterprise is more tailored for businesses and organizations, and it is more scalable and manageable. If you're not sure which plan to choose, I recommend starting with the free plan and upgrading to the Pro plan if you need more features. Enterprise is obviously not for most people, but it does have some pretty interesting features that might appeal to businesses, especially the ability to integrate it with their own systems and workflows and customize it to their specific needs. This could allow them to automate tasks, improve efficiency, and get more value out of Copilot. But for most of us, I think the main dilemma is between the free and Pro plans. And honestly, I think the Pro plan is totally worth it if you use Copilot a lot. I personally use it every day for various tasks, such as writing scripts for my videos, generating ideas for my content, summarizing articles for my newsletter, and more. I also use it in my personal life for things like planning trips, organizing events, and managing finances. And for me, the $20 per month is totally worth it for the convenience, efficiency, and creativity it brings to my life. If you want to try it out for yourself, you can sign up for a free trial on the official website and cancel anytime. But before you do that, I want you to consider this. Copilot isn't the only AI tool out there. In fact, there are many other options that you can use instead or alongside it. Some of them are free, others are paid. Some are more advanced, others are more specialized. For example, you could use ChatGPT, which is another tool from OpenAI that uses the same GPT-4o model as Copilot. It's free to use for most tasks, but you can upgrade to a premium plan for faster speeds and more capabilities. You could also use Bard, which is Google's answer to ChatGPT. It's free to use with some limitations, but you can access it with a Google account and use it in Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides. You could also use Claude AI, which is a newer tool that claims to be better at providing accurate and unbiased answers than others. It's free to use, with some limitations, but you can also get a subscription that gives you more usage and access to their API. There are many other options out there, depending on what you want to do with AI. If you're not sure which one to choose, I recommend trying out a few of them and seeing which one works best for you. They all have their own strengths and weaknesses, and it's good to know what they are before committing to one. So there you have it, folks. That's what Microsoft Copilot can really do, and why it's the most exciting consumer technology right now. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends and colleagues who might benefit from it. Subscribe to our channel for more AI content coming soon. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.